Hello everyone, this is the final Bosman arriving shortly at LZ. This is the final Bosman on station at LZ. Welcome to the show. I am Kyle Bosman, and today I want to talk about Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Of course, this is a minefield. Look, I'm not going to talk about specific story spoilers. However, if you can foresee yourself complaining about spoilers, if you can envision yourself writing a comment saying, "Thanks for the spoilers," get out of here. Okay, now it's your responsibility. But anyway, we should get to it. Here's the thing with this game. The thing with Metal Gear Solid 5. It cannot be separated from the headlines that plagued it over the course of the last year. It simply can't. I wanted to believe that they could exist within separate worlds, but they are one world together. We must not forget that this year, it's still shocking. It's easy to forget because it's old news, but this is still a shocking thing. Hideo Kojima, the creator, writer, director, producer of this game, of Metal Gear Solid and all of them, he was fired this year from Konami. He was vice president of Konami Digital Entertainment. No, you're fired. Get out of here. What? That happened this year. And apparently had to work in terrible conditions. Just locked in his room alone, can't access emails. Disrespected, disregarded, just get out of here. Take your name off the box. That happened this year. And the optimist in me wanted to believe that would not affect Metal Gear Solid 5 at all. Game would be fine after all that. It is clear at this point that yes, this whole Konami fallout definitely affected Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, and not in good ways. There is a very apparent point when you're playing this game where you can tell that the money stopped coming in. It's that, okay, this is clearly where they stopped making the game and started finishing the game. You can feel it, and it hurts. It definitely hurts. You might remember how strangely devastated I was when Silent Hills was canceled, because I thought we live in a world where PT can't exist, and it turned out it can't exist. Last week, I learned that Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain can't exist as intended. You can't have that game. That's simply unfeasible, apparently. Whoa, what a bummer. I'm feeling the bummer, and that's like what this game represents to me. The moments when you are forced, when a mandatory repeated mission appears. It's just, here's the extreme version of that mission you already passed. That is the moment where you say, oh my gosh, this is hardcore filler. Filler to an extreme extent. Just play through this mission again. Bullets hurt you worse now. You can't bring your dog. You're still getting experience points for some reason, so it is happening. Oh my god. Because the world matters up to that point. I love the open world of this game. Everything makes sense, everything matters. This person who's with this face that you Fulton up to your base is then on your base saluting you and celebrates when you punch him or her. That's great. People don't spawn in. All the enemies who come to attack you are on that map. That is crazy. That is some crazy stuff that I've always wanted, and it's here. It's so weird to have to go back to that mission again. Here's the same dialogue, just pretending I haven't already heard it. It's game-breaking to me, and I realize it's not game-breaking to everybody. I realize that why you would give that game a 10 if you're a reviewer. Sure, it's fun. Yeah, with new arbitrary parameters, it's more fun to play this mission through a second time. Sure. Here's the thing that I've always said is great about Metal Gear Solid. This game on PlayStation 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. I think one of the greatest games of all time is still. Boy, do I love Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid is a game about hiding. Hiding is lame. In a video game, you should be powerful. Why would you be hiding in a video game? The reason hiding is fun in Metal Gear Solid is because you care about that character, and you care about the scenario, you care about the mission, you care about Solid Snake, you just care about the story. And so Metal Gear Solid is not a thing about, story rules, or no, gameplay rules. Both those things are married together. They both feed into each other. They both benefit from the other one. And in Metal Gear Solid 5, when you are just replaying through a mission, that's gone. So I'm not saying like you're stupid if you think that part's good. I'm saying this is something that is great about Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it is something that is not great about Metal Gear Solid 5. And the strange thing about that is I do not know who to blame. I think it is simply a victim of circumstance, a victim of Konami. And so many things are. There are so many things set up in this game that never pay off, that never come back. Why did you say that thing? Oh, that's for the rest of the game. On the Blu-ray, on the Collector's Edition Blu-ray, here's Chapter 51. Here's everything. It's voice acted. Listen to this voice acting. This is what was going to be in the game we wanted to make. But we can't, so this is what you get instead. There's 2 chapters to this game. Metal Gear Solid 5 is chapters 1 and chapter 2. 2 chapters. That is, nobody has 2 chapters. That is a crazy thing. Nobody's got 2 chapters. You can have 2 acts. Absolutely, that makes sense. That's proper. 2 chapters though it's oh, the Phantom Pain. It's ironic in the Alanis Morissette sense of the word. It's like, yeah, I get the Phantom Pain playing this game. I'm hurt by the things that aren't there. I don't know if the chapters thing might be intentional, but I'm sorry, it's not just the repeated missions. That is not the only issue with this game. But I think many of the issues with this game are a direct result from maybe Kojima spending too much time and money on it and Konami getting frustrated, but it is not a complete game. It isn't the game it was meant to be. It's going to torment me for years, this game. The game that could have been. 10.0. That is the episode for this week. I do want to acknowledge a couple of comments from last week. Got a lot of comments about that maybe the interpreter herself was the one who is saying she should be more excited. Let's listen to that clip again.
Moving on to the most exciting part. I'm told to act more excitedly, so I'm trying to my best. But I'd like to announce you the release of PlayStation Now.
Okay, so yeah, I can see why she would be saying that, but I feel like that's like number 1 rule. If you're translating something, don't put your own voice in there. At least put it in parentheses or something. Like this is the interpreter speaking. I should be more excited. Otherwise, we'll get misinterpreted, which is your job. So don't do that. But also, I got a lot of comments about how hard that job is, which is right. That is an inhuman feat to hear one language, translate it in your head, and then shout it out live as it's happening. Is an impossible thing to do. I'm shocked that there are multiple people in this world who are capable of doing it, and I don't want to be unappreciative. I simply think it's very funny what comes out, but yes, I am grateful that we even have that opportunity to listen to a TGS press conference as it's happening. That's incredible. What a world we live in. Thank you. Sorry for making fun of you. Next comment from Noor at 501, the AC trailer. There is a picture of female Kyle Bosman on the wall. Let's take a look at that. I do not see the resemblance. If you're on Twitter, you can find me at Kyle Bosman. I'll be back here next Wednesday. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.
You're all Cheetos.